Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to crochet a very beautiful headband. I'm going to use this kind of yarn. All the description about the yarn will be under the video because I don't want to lose your time now. And you can use any kind of yarn. I prefer for the headband something really soft, light, fluffy that keeps you warm, and you can try any type of yarn. This pattern is very beautiful. It looks like knit, as if you were knitting it instead of crochet, but actually crochet version is even more beautiful than the knit version. And I will use 2 threads of this yarn, and I'm going to use 8mm crochet hook, so it's fast to work. The length of the headband is the length of your head circumference, so you can measure that, or you can check online for the average measurements. I'm going to crochet for a 10-year-old girl, so it will be rather short, around 50 centimeters. And the width depends just how much you want. I will have around 7 centimeters. So that's what I wanted to tell you before we start. And now we can get started. We are going to start to crochet the headband. I chose the yarn that looks like a cloud because I want the headband to be soft and fluffy, like a cloud on your head, practically without weight, so I chose this yarn. And you can choose something similar and try with different types of yarn to see what you prefer. I'm going to crochet in a very relaxed way, so I'm going to chain, and I'm not going to make a very tight chain, so like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and depending on your head circumference you can crochet the length of the headband. If you know that, for example, is 50 centimeter, 56, 54, you can make that size, and while we crochet it will become slightly smaller and it will be perfect for making the headband. So I will have around 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You must keep in mind that later the headbands stretch a bit, so make like 1-2 centimeters smaller, and then it will be perfect even after several wearing. So continue with the very relaxed way. So my chain is around 50 centimeters because I'm going to make it for a kid, so it's for the head around 50 centimeters circumference, and that's enough. Now you are going to work into the back stitches. So here is your last chain. This is the back, and now you are going to insert into the second one and make 1 single crochet. And basically all you need is to work into these back stitches, horizontal lines, bumps. People have different names for them. And also very relaxed, you can make single crochet. And continue until the end of this row. So now I have my last stitch, and I'm going to make an increase into the last stitch because I want to have a smooth edge to sew later the headband. So you have an increase, 2 single crochet into the last stitch. Now we are going to chain 1, turn, and basically this is the last stitch, so we are going to ignore this chain 1, the increase, and crochet into this real last stitch, let's call it like that. And we are going to make single crochet. I'm not inserting into the chain, but on the side you have exactly down the stitch to make the rib stitch, and you continue with single crochet. So you are not going here, no, you are going a bit under. You have all of these lines here, you making single crochet. Always crochet relaxed way, so your headband will be soft and fluffy like a cloud. That's how it will go on. So crochet until the end of this row. Right now I'm at the end of the row, and each row I will finish the same way. I go under my last stitch and make one single crochet, and then I go on the side and make an increase, and then I chain one, turn the work. I will skip the chain one, the increase, and insert into the last stitch, so I have the same number of stitches, and continue into each stitch until the end of this row, and like that I will repeat until the width of the headband that I want. You can make few rows more and see how you want, maybe like this size, and we meet when I show you how to join the ends. So I have finished the headband. This my width is approximately 7 centimeters, and now I show you how to make the last row. If you want to, this row is optional actually, so you can skip it or you can make it as well. So I have here my last stitch, and now I turn here on this side, and I decide that I want this one to be my main side. So I'm going to make a row of slip stitches on top to simulate this chain, so it looks more like the same, this edge and this edge. So basically what you have to do is to here, so after you made one single crochet, you chain one, and then this loop you bring on front, in front. So just grab it and pull here, tighten a bit, and now work with single slip stitches. So you first, then insert here, second. So you insert, you grab the yarn and pull through the loop on the hook. And we have this imitation of the same chain. And then I show you how to join. So the only thing, after you finish the row, you have to leave the long tail to sew together, and then that's it. It will be the last part of the video. Keep not so long, but long enough to sew the two parts. Then you connect the two sides like this, and you made them like this, and you have to sew together, simply keeping them all together. So just fold them with the right side, watching each other, and then insert like this and go through all four. Now I show you. So you have to simply insert your hook into all four edges, like to be sure that you go into all 4, so even this one, and you go and sew everything, so like this, pull through all 4, and that's it. Just go on, and then you will see the result. And after you sew, you can turn, and voila, it's a very beautiful headband with a nice knot. And it looks like knitted. So I really love this pattern. It's super easy, fast, and really beautiful. Warm and soft and fluffy. I'm sure you will enjoy this headband a lot. So thanks for crocheting it with me. I hope that you will show me some of your pictures if you made them, so you can send me them on Pinterest, or actually you can write on my Telegram, so we can exchange the pictures of our crochet crafts. Thanks again for watching, and see you again next time.